Good morning. In this video, we are seeing how to obtain a IV characteristic of photodiode for different light intensity in the reverse bias condition. So what is photodiode? Photodiode is a semiconductor device that converts light into electrical current. The current generated when photons are absorbed in the photodiode. So you can see the symbol of photodiode has anode and cathode, and you can see these two aromers that indicates that light is incident on photodiode. The principle of working of photodiode is same as that of ordinary diode, except the activation only when light falls on it. A photodiode is a PN junction. When photon of sufficient energy strikes the diode, it creates electron hole pair. If the absorption occurs in the junction's depletion region, these carriers are swept from the junction by the built-in electric field of the depletion region. Thus, holes move towards anode, electrons move towards cathode. Let us see in detail working of photodiode, which I have taken from this YouTube.
And the operation of a photodiode. As I have already discussed in my previous video of diode, that when reverse bias potential is applied to a diode, then only minority current will flow through the device, and this current is known as reverse current. So initially, when the junction is not exposed to any type of radiation, then only minority current will flow through the device, and this current is known as dark current. The name itself is indicating, guys, that dark current flows through the device in the absence of any type of radiation. The movement of minority carrier across the junction. Minority carriers for the p side is electron, and minority carrier for n side are holes. The movement of these minority carriers across the junction will generate a small reverse current, and this reverse current is known as dark current. After a certain point of time, the movement of minority carrier generates depletion region across the junction. This is our depletion region. This depletion region contains neutral atom that does not allow any further flow of electron or hole across the junction. Now, at this particular time, we provide radiation to the junction, or we can say the junction is illuminated with light. So, at this particular time, now, as the radiation falls on the surface of the junction, the temperature of the junction increases. With the increase in the temperature, electron and hole start separating from each other. At the time of separation, the holes present in this region gets attracted towards the negative potential of the battery, and the electron present will get attracted towards the positive potential of the battery. So friends, due to this movement, or we can say due to this whole process that happens over here, allows the flow of current to take place. And with the increase in the intensity of radiation, the current through the device also increases. More simply, we can say that the current through the device is directly proportional to the operation of a photodiode.
Now let us see how to do circuit connection using
we have to take two wires from the V2. That two wires must be connected to the bulb. So here common must be coming to the negative of the bulb and other end of the V2 must come to the positive end of the bulb. So, and we have to measure the voltage of this bulb. Using V2, and for this we need to supply a current supply. So for that let me take two leads from here. Those are connected to bulb supply. You can see here there is a bulb supply on the board. So positive must be connected to positive, this negative must be connected to negative. So this is bulb flow circuit. Another circuit for the photodiode we have to do. So we can start from the V1. So let me take two wires from V1. So V1 is this, and another common wire. This is common negative end for V1 as well as V2. This must go to the power supply. So you can see this positive of the battery must be connected to negative of voltmeter, and negative must be connected to the positive of the battery. Next, from the positive of the battery it should go to the ammeter. From the positive of the battery it should go to the ammeter negative. So we have two ammeters here, one is milli, another is micro. I am using micro, so it goes to the negative of micrometer. Next, from the positive of micrometer it should go to the resistor. It should go to the resistor. The other end of the resistor must go to the diode. So in diode there are two ends named K and A. First let us connect it to K. Next, from A it should go to the negative of the battery. From the A it should go to the negative of battery.
let us see how to record the IV characteristic. So in order to make IR reverse current 0, reverse the supply voltage terminal, that is apply forward bias and increase the voltage in steps of 0.1 until the current becomes 0. The corresponding positive voltage is called as VT, and it's given here. We have performed and we have written the VT value. It is 0.9 volt for our setup. So apart from this, we have to note down the IV characteristic using the procedure below, which you can see in the video.
V1 and V2. So this knob switches to V1 as well as V2. So the display can be used either for V1 or V2. First we have to keep it on V2. V2 represents the bulb voltage. So bulb voltage we have to set initially 2.5 volt. You can see here bulb voltage 2.50. So once 2.50 is set, switch it to V1. So now I am changing the voltage in the circuit by 0.5 divisions. Corresponding current has to be noted. So first let us keep it for 0.5. So for 0.5, the current value is 332 microampere. Next, keep it for 1 voltage. After keeping this 1 volt, note down the corresponding current. The current appears to be 777 microampere. Next, take it to 1.5. So keeping it at 1.5, note down the corresponding current. It appears to be 803 microampere. Next, set the reading to 2. For 2 volt, note down the corresponding reading. It appears to be 860 microampere. Next, keep it on 2.5. Keep it for 2.5. Note down corresponding current. It is 830 microampere. Next, keep it for 3. So for 3 volt, the current appears to be 841 microampere. Next, keep it for 3.5. For 3.5, the current found to be 854 microampere. Next, bring it to 4. For 4 volt, the current appears to be 804. Next, bring it to 4.5. For 4.5, it is 880. Next, keep it for 5 volt and note down the corresponding current. So for 5 volt, the current found to be 898 microampere. So repeat the entire set of experiment by keeping V2 is equal to 3.5. So V2 must be kept 3.5 and repeat entire experiment. So it is 3.5. Now again switch it to V1. So vary the voltages from 0.5 to the 5 volt. So those reading must be tabulated here. As the voltage increases, the current must be tabulated. So entire set of the experiment must be repeated for V2 is equal to 3.5 and vary V1 in terms of 0.5, 1, 1.5 in terms of 0.5 steps up to 5 volt. Note down the corresponding current and plot the graph of voltage versus current. So it falls in the third quadrant because it is reverse bias. We can see the value of voltage negative. So as a result, we must plot it in the third quadrant. So now we are doing experiment for V2 is equal to 3.5. So for that, first let us keep the voltage 0.5. You can see here the voltage is 0.5. Corresponding current has to be noted. That appears to be 311. Okay, next keep it for 1 volt. For 1 volt, $685. Next keep it for 1.5. It is 1044. Next keep it for 2. It is 1387. Next keep it for 2. $1,368. Next keep it 2.5, 1,673. For 3 volt, 1796.
No, we have 3 volt available. It's mixed 3.5.
So after taking the reading, we need to plot IV characteristic. So here on the x-axis I have taken voltage, negative voltage, and on y-axis I have drawn negative current. So for 2.5 this is the curve I have obtained, and for 3.5 this is the characteristic I have obtained. The IV characteristic of photodiode for different light intensity in the reverse bias condition is studied and the graph is plotted. And Vt is 0.9, here I have shown in the graph. Thank you all for the sessions here.